Okay. And what exactly is cognitive obscurations? So that part, as I said earlier, partly joking, it partly is true. Even after 10 years, somebody may not really understand very precisely as to how, what exactly is cognitive obscuration and so forth. And if you're interested, I'll be very happy. Of course, this time, very unlikely. The next year, as per the plan, on the wisdom of emptiness study, for the wisdom of emptiness, more a systematic study for like 2 or 3 years plan. Okay, so if that happens, then there's a possibility we can do that part, which is extremely important. Okay. So with this, what I'm saying is that this water, Yalkon, water, the water from Yalkon River, so this one, which is so dirty, but the true nature of this water is very pure. It's very pure. It's not at all dirty. How do you know that? Just separate the dirt, separate the contaminants which make this impure. Remove these, and then the purity comes out. Purity you don't have to bring from any outside. From outside, it automatically comes out. This purity comes out within each one of us. So somebody who is very short-tempered, easily irritable, through training, you'll be fascinated to see that you can become very calm, peaceful. Anything very complicated, the tragic situations hit you, still you can tackle them very nicely, not affected. Your peace of mind is so calm, is maintained. You'll be amazed. Even your family members, they'll be amazed to see that change within you. It's guaranteed, it happens. So from this you realize that your true nature is not short-tempered. Your true nature is not irritable. This is very important. Now, the point is, as you remove the metal defilement from this water through these processes, reverse osmosis and so forth, then slowly the purity comes out. Purity, the true nature of the water, becomes manifest, which is purity comes out. Likewise, our mind, through trainings, there are various trainings. One of which is one of which is just observe the mind. Just keep observing the mind. You first get track of the mind. Once you get hold of what your mind is, then just keep observing it, like say the dirty water mixed with the sand, and then your job is don't stir it. Just keep it still it. As you still it, the dirt will gradually settle. The sediments will gradually settle. Likewise, just observing the mind, not disturbing it. Just observing the mind, it is like stilling the water. So the dirt, metal dirt, the thought processes, they gradually settle down. And then as the thought processes, they settle down, what happens? The purity of the mind manifests. That is known as the clear light, subjective clear light of the mind. That becomes manifest. This is one way. Okay. So where the mental turbulence of the mind in the form of thought processes. So if you keep observing them without the chasing after them, without the chasing after, or without the rejecting them, then they start to settle. As they settle, then the purity. And even these, for example, when the waves are created on the water, you cannot see the purity, the transparency of the water. You cannot see that with the waves. So only when the waves subside, then you will see the water, the transparency of the water. Likewise, our mind, the turbulent state of the mind in the form of thought processes. The turbulent thought processes, if you let them settle down, then the transparency of the mind becomes visible. Okay, this is very separate practice. So with this practice, what happens is that mind becomes the settle, and the purity comes out. That is known as the clear light. The clear light. Clear light mind comes out. Is also known as the subjective clear light. The subject. It's not the object, it's the subject. Subjective clear light comes out. So with this subjective clear light, from this subjective clear light, as it becomes clearer, that is one which is going to become Buddha's mind. One. Then the other one is this mind which if we put effort, will become clearer, clearer, clearer. This mind proliferates. It grows in its purity. It grows in its purity. So it proliferates. For example, the mind which which does not know really about the studies. For example, a young child, young girl or young boy, say teenager, goes to school, then learns more. So there, the mind is growing, is proliferating, growing. So this mind, which we see as mind, that is actually growing. That is growing. That is a conventional mind. Is growing in the purity, and it can go into eventually to the Buddha's mind. It becomes so pure to the extent of the Buddha's mind. So that basic mind which we have now, which is the basis, which will eventually become the Buddha's mind, which will grow to the extent, proliferate to the extent of the Buddha's mind, that mind is known as the proliferating Buddha nature. Now, this is in Bala, what is this? It's water, right? Okay. Okay, let's say this is a plain water, right? Let's say this plain water. So if I ask you, what is this? Yes. Water, right? Is there anybody who's from the chemistry background? Okay, those with chemistry background will say that yes. Here, chemistry background will say that this is H2O, right? Those with physics background will say that this is electrons, protons, neutrons. You getting it? Okay. Who's correct? All are correct. Okay, this is very important. All are correct. What you see as water is also correct. What the physicists see as electrons, protons, neutrons is also correct. All are correct. What is simply sees as H2O is also correct. This is very important. When you see this in the form of electrons, protons, neutrons, where's the water? Hey, where's the water? Huh? No water. Huh? It's equivalent. Electrons, protons, they are water. Electrons, no water. Water, the minimum is H2O. 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen is required. 1 electron cannot be water. Right? Where's the water? Gone. What is gone for you? For somebody say if the same thing which you are looking at through electron microscope, which Inbala is looking through naked eyes, she will continue to see this water while you are seeing this electrons, protons, neutrons. For you there's no water, but for her there's water. It's the same object. This is a very important concept. You're getting it? Okay, this we will do a little more detail tomorrow. Emptiness concept.
This is the emptiness of the water.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. This is the emptiness of water. So this what we're going to do in a little more detail tomorrow. You're getting it? About the emptiness. This is very important. If you don't understand this emptiness concept, then what we are studying of this in phase of Dharmadhatu, you will know the literal meaning, but the depth you will not get it. Okay. So the point is that this water, which we should actively take part in this. We should be interactive. You're getting it? So this water, group A and group B. This water, group A looks at it through naked eyes. Group B looks at through electron microscope. Hey, group A, group B, what are you seeing? Water. Group B, what are you seeing? Atoms. Okay, let's say atoms, right? Atoms. Okay. Now, this water, again, Yalkon. Okay, Yalkon River, right? Just freshly from the Yalkon River. It's not really fresh, right? Okay. So, this water, Group A sees as water. Group B sees as atoms. Right? Now, okay. Make sure that you take part in this interaction. This is very important. If you just take part in this interaction, this is good enough for you to get sense out of what we are doing. If you don't take part in this, it's going to become like a university lecture where there's no interaction happening, and then you have to follow, right? Okay, with this interaction you will then get something. Okay, this interaction is very important. Okay, so this water, Yalkon River, so this water, Group A sees this as water, very dirty water. Group B sees this as atoms. Atoms are dirty or not? They're dirty or not dirty? Concept of dirty, not dirty dissolves when it comes to the atoms. You're getting it? Atom which constitute the water, hydrogen atom, oxygen atom which constitute the water, and the hydrogen, the oxygen and the carbon atom which constitute the dirt, the air. There's no difference, right? Hydrogen atom of the dirt, of the garbage, the air. Hydrogen atom of the water, clean water. There's no difference on the atomic level. On the atomic level, dirty, not dirty, all dissolve. This concept of the dirty, ugly, beautiful, all dissolve on that level. Okay, now say this water, Group A is continuously looking at it and looking for, okay, we will purify this. Group B is still looking at through electron microscope. So Group A, you can subject this water to purification, yes? While Group B is continuously looking at through electron microscope and seeing this bunch of atoms. So Group A will subject this to water to purification to the extent that all the dirt, contaminants, pollutants are all removed and becomes very clean, drinkable. For them, there's no difference. It's just the bunch of atoms. You getting it? Okay. So now, for them, my question to you: what Group A sees is water. What Group B sees is? Hey, Group B. Don't let Group A give the answer on your behalf. Hey, Group A, what do you see? Bunch of atoms. Now, you give an answer pertaining to the water. Pertaining to the water. I'm interested in water. Whether it's water, whether it's no water. This is what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in atoms. Right? Hey, Group A, what is this?
Water.
What of Group B, what is this?
Emptiness.
No water. You're getting no water. Because you just see a bunch of atoms, and none of the atoms is water. For minimum to be water, one molecule water, H, 2 hydrogen atoms plus 1 oxygen atom is required. Combination, right? Just individual atoms, none of the atom is water. Okay, so Group B is just atoms. Group A is water. Group B, no water, right? No water, right? And you just check every individual atoms, you will never find water. Do you agree with me? Hey, Group B, do you agree with me? Yes. Don't say yes, yes. Hey, so you check every atom of the water. Do you see what? Will you see the water? Every atom of what you see. Do you see water?
No.
You will never see water. You getting it? Okay. Now Group A, you are seeing water. Not only you see water, you subject this water to purification. It becomes so pure now, drinkable water. You getting it? So they in this group, with respect to Group A, there is the dirty water, clean water, all these concepts operate. For Group B, dirty, clean, this concept dissolves. Even the water concept dissolves. You getting it? So you don't see water, you see the absence of water. Okay. Now, I think that you are becoming more and more fresh now. Okay. So now we can do that. This is very important. Okay. To understand emptiness, what is important is we need to understand the concept of the entities and the isolates. Entities and isolates. This is so important, right? If you, okay, don't worry. I know there's some people worried. Okay, what is that? Right? Okay, don't worry. Just know these words. Vocabularies, you know, that's good enough. I'll explain. Don't worry. Okay, this is so important. And if you're interactive, the way you're doing now, you will easily get it. And if you're expecting me to give everything, you will never get it. Right? Only if you're interactive, right? Take part in this, you'll get everything, and very easily. Although the concept is a little complicated, but you'll get it very easily, exception. Okay, so entities and isolates. What does it mean by entities? What does it mean by isolates? Entities first. Entities. Say I'm looking for. Okay, say I'm looking for a flower. I'm looking for a flower. I'm looking for a flower. So the flower, this flower is my object. This flower is my object. Okay, what is in my left hand?
Flower.
How do you know that there's a flower? Huh? Don't be afraid. Just speak your mind. How do you know there's a flower there? We can see that. What is that agent which sees it? What is that agent which sees this flower? Your eyes. Your eyes. Your eyes are with the flower or with you? Hey, your eyes are with the flower or with you? No. The eyes. Your eyes are with you or with the flower? Don't think that I'm asking very complicated philosophy, right? Yeah, so make things very simple, right? From simple things, if you don't underestimate the simple things, then you will get the very subtle points very easily. If you underestimate the simple things, then the foundation is lost. Without the foundation, then the concept will, oh yes, he said it once, she said it once, in the book he said it, it never becomes your concept. If you really want to make things your concept, then you have to be interactive, and then you have to understand every bit of the small details. Okay, so this flower is the object, and where is the subject? Subject's with you, your eyes, there. You're getting it? Okay. Now, say entities and isolate. What is entities? What is isolate? And it's a process. Don't worry. It's a process. You will understand it gradually. The unfolding will happen gradually. So we have the object and the subject. Object and the subject. When you look for the object, when you look for the particular object by going towards the object, you look for the object. You're looking for the object by going towards the object, you're looking for the entities. You're looking for the object by going towards the closer to the subject, you're looking for the isolates. You're getting somewhere? Don't worry too much. I will repeat this. This is very important. At least if you can repeat what I'm saying is good enough, even though you may not understand it. You will understand it. May not be now. Okay, you're looking for the flower. You're looking for the flower. To look for the flower, when you go towards the object, you're looking for the entities. Okay, this much we can say is very good. And you're looking for the flower, but not going towards the object, but going towards the subject, you're looking for the isolates. And why is your question, I know. Why, when you go towards the object, you're looking for entities. Why you go towards the subject? How does it go to subject? Could be your question. You're getting it? Don't worry, be patient. Be patient, listen to me. I know some people are so impatient. Right? Yeah. Okay. So, okay. First how we go towards the object. Okay. How many things are there in my left hand?
0.
Nothing. Okay, very good. How many things are there in my left hand? 1. What is that? Okay, louder. How many things are there in my left hand?
1.
Louder.
1.
Okay. Okay, 1. Right? Don't make your voice go down. Don't make the volume go down. Right? Okay. So what is that thing?
Pen.
The pen. So the pen is in my hand. The color of the pen, is it in my hand? Color of the hand, is it in my hand? Hey,
Yes.
hear well.
Yes.
The color of the pen, is it in my hand?
Yes.
Yes. Color of the pen, is it the pen?
No.
No. Now there are two things. Color of the pen is there. Pen is there. Okay, how many things are there in my hand now? Huh? Huh? Okay, those who said one loud, you say louder. How many things are there in my hand? Why your tone is going down now? Okay, how many things are there? Huh? One. Which one? Color of the pen or the pen? Not the color of the pen. Color of the pen, is it there or not?
Yes.
Yes, there. Color of the pen and pen, these two one are different. Huh? Color of the pen and the pen, these two one. Huh? These two not one. These two are different. Different means minimum two. Different means minimum two. So how many things are there in my hand? Okay, don't say, if you say two, at least till you can say one, you cannot do, you don't go out of this campus. You go to your house, right? If you go to your house, what happened? Who went to some retreat and they become crazy, right? Giving 1 shekel and saying 2 shekels. Right? Okay, so this is very important. This is very important. This problem you can never solve unless and until you know the concept of the entities and the isolates. You're getting it? Okay, how to solve this problem? How to keep your volume same? Right? Goes down. Okay, how to keep the volume same is by understanding the concept of entities and isolates. What is entities? Okay, now pay attention, you will understand it, don't worry. So, for entities, you have to go towards the object or go towards the subject?
Object.
Object, don't go towards the subject, go towards the object. Okay, so how do we go towards the object? Say, if you ask me, where is a pen? I say, this is pen, correct or not correct?
Yes.
Very good, I'm going towards the object, I'm not going to the subject. Where's the pen is here? I'm not going to say this, I'm saying that is there. Okay, where's the pen? I say, this is a pen, correct or not correct?
Yes.
Very good. Now, the next question, where is the color of the pen? You ask me, where's the color of the pen? It's here. Correct or not correct?
Yes.
Yes. When I go towards the object, I can point to the same object for the reference of the two labels. Right? Two labels, color of the pen and the pen, I point to the same object. And both are correct. It's correct. This is the pen, this is the color of the pen. Both are correct. So when I now go towards the object, I can point to the same object for the reference of the two labels. So, the reference of two labels, the color of the pen and the pen, these two are entity-wise same. When you go to the object, these two are same. You getting it? Okay, the color of the pen and the pen, entity-wise, one or different? One. Very good. Okay, me and my body, entity-wise, one or different? Huh? Me and my body, entity-wise, one or different?
One.
Very good. How? I can point to, where are you? Here. Where's your body? Here. I can point to the same object for the reference of the two labels. So these two are entity-wise one. Now we are looking for the isolates. To look for the isolates, where should we go?
Subject.
Go towards the subject. Don't go towards the object. Okay. Say, better would be the table. Better would be the table for us. The table. This is very important. Okay, now since that we are going to the subject, we don't have to go to the object. We don't have to look at the object. You're getting it? So how to go to the subject? This is your question. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and think of the table. Think of the table. Okay, you are now going towards the subject only. You are not going towards the object. Just think of the subject. You are not looking at the table. Think of the table. Okay, now open your eyes. Okay, now close your eyes. Think of the top plank of the table. Think of the top plank of the table. Okay, open your eyes. Tell me, is the difference between the table, what comes to your mind? Subject, what comes to your subject mind? The table and the top plank of the table. Yes. Is the difference or no difference?
Difference.
Huh?
Difference.
Okay, raise your hands those who said it. Yes, there's a difference between the two. Okay, they say, anybody who likes to give me the answer, in what way these were different? How these were different? Raise your hands, raise your hands. Raise your hands, who likes to give the answer? Raise your hands. Yes, here.
To the mind, it appears differently.
How?
One is the top of the table and one is the table.
Okay, one, the table is the top plank plus the legs. Top plank is just a flat without the legs. Very good, you're getting it? In your mind, these two appear as different. In your mind, the table and the top plank of the table appear as different or same? Hey? Different. Different, right? So in your mind, these two appear as different. This is known as isolated-wise different. The table and the top plank of the table, these two are isolated-wise one or different? Different. Entity-wise one or different?
One.
How? Yes, we can point to the same object for the table as well as the top plank of the table. When we go towards the object, we can point to the same object. That this is a table, this is the top plank of the table. Both are correct. But in your mind, subject, these two are different. You getting it? So table and the top plank of the table, these two are entity-wise one or different? Hey, table and the top plank of the table, these two are entity-wise one or different? Louder. Very good. Entity-wise one. Isolated-wise one or different? Huh? Very good. Okay. So now for one of the formulas that you can learn, one of the formulas in science, in physics, there are so many formulas we have to remember. In mathematics, we have to learn so many formulas. Likewise here, one formula can solve many problems. One formula is parts and whole. The table is the whole, and the top plank is the parts. Relationship in top, the parts and the whole, the relationship is always entity-wise one, isolated-wise different. You're getting it? Parts and whole, they are always entity-wise one, isolated-wise different. Okay. Now, because that I need your mind very fresh, I like so we're going to, I will ask you some questions, right? Okay. Can you give me an example of what is entity-wise different? Very quick. Raise hands, raise hands, raise hands. Here.
Flower and a pen.
The flower and pen. These two are entity-wise different. Yes. How? We have to point to two different objects. Very good. Okay, can you give an example of, say, entity-wise one? No, raise hands. Here.
Flower and the petals.
The flower and the petals. These two are entity-wise one. How? Because we can point to the same object for the two reference of the two labels. Very good. Okay. Now, can you give an example of isolated-wise different? Isolated-wise different. Yes, they over there.
The table and the drawings on the table.
The table and the drawings on the table. Very good. Anyone else?
My head and my head.
Yes.
The window and the glass.
The window and the glass of the window. Very good. Anyone else? Isolated-wise different?
Maybe I'm far ahead, but is Buddha nature emptiness and Buddha nature isolates?
Okay. Isolated-wise different?
Yeah.
Buddha nature and the emptiness? The answer is yes.
Wow.
Very good. Okay. Anyone else? Examples of entity-wise? No, isolated-wise. What did I say? Isolated-wise one or different? More examples for isolated-wise different. Quick. Yes, here.
The flower and the petals of the flower.
Very good. Flower and the petals of the flower. Anyone else? Yes.
The lamp and the light.
The lamp and the light. Very good. Anyone else? Isolated-wise different. Okay. Now, yes. The book and the pages of the book. Very good. Okay. Now, can you give me an example of? Okay, now more complicated. I know some people, these are very simple things. Now more complicated, right? Okay. Say, can you give me an example of what is entity-wise one, isolated-wise different? Very quick. Give me an example of what is entity-wise one, but isolated-wise different. Anyone raise hands? Raise hands, raise your hands, raise your hands, raise your hands. Here. The pen and the pen's color. Very good. This is my example, right? Okay, you should give an example. You should give your example, not mine. Yes, over there?
Isolated thing?
Huh?
Isolated. Geshe Damdula.